Today I wanted to talk about my experience in this online world, and it might be quite different from the way you're seeing it from the outside. So I started this journey back in March 2024, and for me, the dream when starting this online business was freedom, right? As for most of the people here, we want freedom. We want location freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. It's taboo, it's cliche, but we all want this. We all want to be able to travel the world and be wherever we want, whenever we want, and to have the money to afford those flights and the nice hotels and the nice apartments. That's all we want. And I was lucky enough that in the space of 10 months from making my first online dollar, I managed to achieve it, or at least I thought. February 2025, we hit 15k profit for the first time ever. I was over the moon. Considering in Jan we only made like 1.5k, which is ridiculous. That's like over 10x in income. And it went on. I managed to push through. March came around, April came around, it's another 15k month, 10k month, June came around, another 15k month. And then I came back to Italy and I just sat here and I felt lost. I was like, I've achieved everything I've set out to achieve. So there was a couple weeks where I was feeling really down and I was looking for the next layer, for the next purpose, if you may. And if you think about it, this is crazy. I've achieved at 23 what most people dream of in their lifetime. And it made me a bit sad. I couldn't believe it. I was trying to externalize everything and say like, oh, I don't feel motivation because of my friends, because I don't have a proper desk that I can work at, because of my girlfriend demanding too much of my time. And that's all bullshit. It's all in here. It's all in here, and I couldn't confront it. I'd fallen off. This month we're not doing great. We've actually got back on track in the past couple of days, luckily, after having an epiphany and after realizing that again, it's all in here. I was trying to externalize this pain, the fact that I didn't have purpose, that I was a bit lost in life, the fact that I didn't know why I should keep going after 15k. I've got everything I have. My parents, they're fine. I don't need to retire my parents. They're all right. But I'm not going to sit here rotting. That's the realization I came to. It's like, how am I going to believe 15k a month is enough and I've reached the top when there's athletes younger than me making millions? Look at the final in Wimbledon. It's bloody 21-year-old, 23-year-old. Look at all the young footballers. I'm not even talking about athletes. Look at the online entrepreneurs. There's people who are 19, 20s with supercars. How am I going to think? How am I going to believe that 15k a month is a top? And this is the realization I had to come to, and it took a while. Because of course deep down you know it. Deep down you know it's not the top. But obviously in practice, you're relaxed, you're fine. You know, everyone tells you you're doing great. Oh, I wish I could live a life like you. Your grandparents are telling you you're good now. You did what you had to do. You can just stay here with us. Why do you have to go back to Thailand? Why do you have to keep grinding? And I knew that deep down, I didn't want to settle for it. But everything around me kept telling me that. And again, I used to tell myself it was everything around pulling me back. And the truth is always in the middle. Because I have my own power to make my own choices. So why the fuck am I still here? So I think I genuinely believe that going back home, you need to be very strong mentally. Because if you succumb to the peer pressure of your friends, of your family, then you're never going to amount to everything. Because your friends are going to tell you you're doing great. Your family's going to tell you you're doing great. Obviously, your old friends, new friends, you know, whatever. I have friends making 30, 50, 90k a month. And obviously, all these people try to push you as hard. But I'm saying, when you go back home, you know, with your old friends and you hang out, everyone's telling you how good you are and how good you're doing. And you need to accept it, appreciate it, but don't feel pride in that. You've achieved nothing. Be grateful for what you have, but keep striving for more. And talking to these people and taking in these compliments often leads to complacency. And we don't want to do that. We don't want complacency. fuck complacency. I've looked into my life, and the moments where I've made the most progress, the moments where I've been the happiest, were the ones where I was making progress, were the moments where I was grinding with my brothers and my friends. Those were the best moments. The moments where you wake up and you go to the gym together and you hit a workout and then you hop on a sales call and you make money and you celebrate the win together. You go and play football and you go out for dinner to celebrate the win. Like, that's honestly peak male experience in your 20s. That's what I'm craving. That's what I loved. Like, the best times in 2025 were when this has happened. And this is what I want in the future. And it took me a while to realize, look, you get to 15k a month, you get back home, you feel like you're the king. I feel like I'm the fucking king. It's Monday, 3 p.m. This is my grandparents' house in Italy. I could stay here for the next 5 years, do nothing, and be fine. Obviously outside. Inside, I'd be fucking dying. I want to avoid that at all costs. But it's hard, as I mentioned, when people compliment you. You get complacent. Put yourself in an environment of growth. It never stops being hard. Even when you start, even when you're not making any money, and this is so true, you're trying to get outside the comfort zone because people tell you, oh, but you're in your 20s, you know, take your time, you should be traveling, you know, don't worry about this, don't worry about that. And you have to go against that. You have to go against it. You go against it, you build your business, you grind, and you're at 6k a month, for example. And then you come back, and then it's the exact same thing. They're going to be like, oh, but you made 6k, you're doing so well. Why, like, stop? You don't need to go any further. And you need to turn that voice down. Then you go back and you come back with 15k. And this is me, I came back with 15k a month. 15k a month. You know how much that is? I would have dreamed about this. Like, when I set my goals when I was 19, 20 in university about making money online and being self-sufficient, 15k would have been a fucking dream. I was like, I'm going to spend the next 10 years of my life until my 30s to get to this 15k a month goal. I'm going to work every day, every night to reach this goal. It took me like fucking 2 years, 2.5 years. Insane, by the way. But now, it's like, what's the next step? And I've been thinking about this, and I don't think I have a solid answer just yet. But yeah, it's pushing myself with people who are pushing me, who are doing better than me, who are on my same path. And the key here is to avoid, or at least not listen to these people telling you how great you are and how good you are. Because truth is, it doesn't matter. Like, why would you want compliments from people doing worse than you or who are on a different path than you? They don't know your end goal. Maybe you're doing well for their standards. I'm doing well for my standards, but people telling me I've made it. People talk to me like I've achieved their dream life. I'm living a good life, but I want more. And I feel like talking to all these people back home, it's had a bit of a negative impact. And this is solely because of me, by the way. You know, I'm the one who's responsible for it, because I'm, you know, responsible for how I take a comment, a compliment. People obviously are free to say what they want, but basically what happens is they project on you the life that they would like to live if they were in your situation. Obviously, if someone who's earning £2,000 in London working a shitty office job were to look at my life, they'd be like, I'd give away everything for that. My life would be complete. Mine, it's not. It's not. And it took a while for me to realize. But we're there now. We're there now. There are people making millions. There are people driving supercars. There are people taking their family on holidays, on much better holidays than the ones I take my family on. There's people banging models, banging supermodels. Look, there's so much more to life. How am I going to sit here at 23 and think I've completed it all? Because I fucking haven't. And this is just the beginning. Let's cut it!